liberals are boycotting Target because they are upset that Target donated $150,000 to a extreme right-winger. He is a Republican candidate for Minnesota governor. His name is Tom Emmer, and he is very outspoken against homosexuals.
Yeah.
So
doesn't like him, doesn't care for him.
Does not like them, does not care for them.
Doesn't like their agenda.
He doesn't like their
Coming
agenda.
after the kids. They're teaching them how to be gay. Right. Encouraging them to be gay, experimenting them like 8 or 9.
Right.
Telling them how to get into it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who wouldn't be angry at that?
So MoveOn.org has started the boycott, and so far about 200,000 members have signed up for this boycott, or not boycott, but, well, they are boycotting, but 250 people signed up
No, it's a boycott.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But what did they sign up for? Do you have to sign up for a boycott?
No, I mean, you just say you're going to boycott. No one's keeping track.
Right.
Not like no one's saying, you signed up for the boycott. I'm afraid you can't start. So this is in response to the Supreme Court's decision that said corporations and labor unions can essentially give as much money directly as they want to political campaigns. And so Target, which is based in Minnesota, gave $150,000, as you mentioned, to this guy Tom Emmer, who's running for governor, and he's done a lot of things, pledging to cut taxes and spending. But as you said, he's like really against gay marriage. He doesn't even want benefits for domestic partners. He's a really strong conservative on this. So it's really the Supreme Court's decision that put Target in the position of giving him this money, which has now drawn the ire, and it's made at least one woman particularly angry.
Yes, one Minnesota woman whose son is gay has returned $226 worth of merchandise to Target, and she filmed a video specifically for YouTube so people can know what her efforts are. And what
she's not returning it because it's defective. She's returning it because of the gays.
Exactly. So let's go to the video. We found it on YouTube for you guys.
Now I'll go home and call them and make sure that card was canceled. Hi, I'm Rondi Rayton, and I'm here today to go shopping at Target for the last time. I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother, and I use Target a lot. I've enjoyed shopping at Target. But last week when I heard that Target decided to give $150,000 to Tom Emmer for his political race for governor, I just was shocked. The Target I knew was a Target that embraced its gay employees. It was the Target that showed up at Pride.
Get on with it.
So she's in line to return the items. So she's purchasing the items and then she's going to return them.
Oh, so she's buying them first.
Yes.
Do you think she bought randomly, or did she buy things she wants? I mean, if you're just going to return them, you might as well. You can buy, $266 worth of duct tape. Did she buy milk?
Is it okay if we walk through?
Sure, go ahead.
You sponsored Pride in June.
And now she's lecturing to a Target employee who has absolutely no idea what's going on.
To take pictures at Target, you have to have an approval.
Is that all right with you if I show this to Rick?
Oh.
It took a long time for the manager to actually come to visit with me, but I didn't want to return the items until she was there so she could see what I had purchased. I shared with her why I had bought each item, who they were for, and why that person wouldn't want me to have bought them at a Target store. A number of the items were for my grandchildren, and they love their Uncle Jake so much, and Jake is gay, and they wouldn't want to have things coming from a store that contributes to a campaign that would have a governor candidate with the anti-gay views that Tom Emmer has. A pair of sewing scissors out of my purse, and I cut it up.
And that's her Target credit card.
Today I went in and I spent $226.32. they've lost that 200.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she cut up like her,
and they've lost every purchase.
like
from
they
my
put
family.
everything back on her
What's
Target
important
card,
in
and
life is
I'm like,
people.
no, that's a terrible idea. You just
I
gave them
love-
$226.
I love them more than anything that I can buy at this store. I'm going to boycott Target until they make this right.
She loves her son. God bless her.
She does.
She loves Jake.
It's very sweet.
No, and her grandkids love their gay Uncle Jake. No, it's sweet. I love her. God bless her.
Are you boycotting Target?
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not really into boycotts in general, but that doesn't make any sense. Sometimes they're vital. I mean,
I don't think it's. Oh God, I'm gonna get so much progressive hate for saying this. I don't think it's necessarily that vital. This doesn't mean that Target is against homosexuals. The reason why Target funded, they didn't even fund, the reason why they donated $150,000 to this guy's campaign is because this guy is also an advocate for tax cuts.
Yeah, I know.
So they're looking out for their best interests.
sure, but I mean, they're, first of all, they've gotten massive tax cuts, I have no doubt, in the last
Right, I know that.
hunk of time, while stores, I believe, the sales for stores like Target and Walmart have gone up because as discount shopping has increased during the recession. And okay, but you got to take a stand. I mean, okay, you want the tax cuts, that's fine. But he's not only against gay rights, he's against extending benefits.
Right,
to
I know.
same-sex couples, and that's part of it. That's a huge part in the news. I mean, so stay out of it. You don't have to give to the other guy. Nobody's going to boycott you for giving to the other guy, so don't give your money. This is, Target's got gay employees and certainly gay customers.
I know. Look,
this guy seems to. This guy has a pretty extreme position.
I know. Look, in the grand scheme of things, I absolutely agree with you. And yes, you're right. And Target is terrible for doing this. But why does it have to be Target? Why couldn't it just be Walmart or some other store? I love Target.
That you don't like.
Yeah, why couldn't it be a store that I don't like? Now, every time I consider going to Target, I'm going to think about this, and it's going to make me cringe. I just wish it was some other store.
Anna, what are you torn over losing? What's your?
Yeah.
There's something
What's
you
the problem?
love
What is
getting
it Target
into.
you can't get somewhere else?
Because it's true. I have the same thing. I'm curious. I'm not trying to make fun of you.
Target. This is what I like about Target. A, they have cute clothes for very low prices.
Yeah.
B, they have a Starbucks within the Target.
That's
so
nice.
I can get my iced coffee while I walk around looking for clothes. They have inexpensive makeup that I desperately need for the show on a daily basis.
All right.
That's important.
Yeah,
They just have the pharmacy I go to is in Target. So everything I need is in this Target, and I like walking around and enjoying the electronics section and, I don't know, enjoying all the things that Target has to offer.
Well, first of all, the boycott's not going to prevent you from walking around. Take your Starbucks somewhere else, buy it somewhere else, walk into Target, walk around.
That's a great idea. Because,
Walk around,
no,
find some clothes you like, and then go to TJ Maxx.
That is a great idea. You know why? Because 95% of the enjoyment I get from Target is just walking around and looking at stuff. I'm a huge window shopper.
But don't break down.
That's a good idea.
Don't break down.
That's
Be
a
firm.
good idea.
Be firm.
All right, I'm boycotting Target. I have a solution. It's all good.
Ben has set you up for failure, by the way. Good idea,
Yeah,
but
she's not going to make it. No chance.
I will make it.
Like,
though.
I need the makeup. What am I going to do? I got to wear. I'm running. I look at the time. She's like that guy in the Everest ad. You got to go.